位贵宾，欢迎搭乘星宇航空。
Sunfeng 358 Heavy, request pushback and engine start.
Sunfeng 358 Heavy, Taipei ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest. Sunfeng 358 Heavy.
Thank you.
Eva 6 Heavy, JX802, request pushback and engine start.
Eva 6 Heavy, Taipei ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest, Eva 6 Heavy.
Tpe-Nrt 802, Delta 10, request pushback.
各位贵宾，欢迎搭乘星宇航空。
Tpe-Nrt 802, Taipei ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Pushback approved. Face southwest. Tpe-Nrt 802.
看以下安全影片，因为您的安全对我们而言非常重要。
Please pay attention to the following safety demonstration before starting your journey, because your safety is important to us.
Sunfeng 358 Heavy, taxi for departure.
根据法令，全程禁止使用
Sunfeng 358 Heavy, runway 05 left taxi by November 10, November.
请参阅机上杂志。
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 05 left by November 10. November, Sunfeng 358
For
Heavy.
more information regarding mobile phones and electronic devices, please refer to the in-flight magazine.
滑行、起飞及降落时，请将手提行李妥善放在座位上方的行李箱内或前方座位底下。
Make sure all of your baggage is stored properly in an overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you during taxiing, takeoff, and landing.
当您就座时，请随时将安全带系妥，扣把向外一拨即可解开安全带。
Keep your seatbelt fastened while seated. To release it, simply undo the buckle.
客舱失压时，氧气面罩会由上方自动落下。
If cabin pressure changes suddenly,
Evo 6 Heavy,
oxygen
request
masks
taxi
will
to the
automatically
active.
appear above your head.
拉下面罩或红色
Evo 6 Heavy, runway 05 left taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Quebec 2, Whiskey 2, Papa 4, November.
Place it over your nose and
Runway 05 left taxi via Quebec, Romeo, Quebec 2, Whiskey 2, Papa 4, November, Evo 6 Heavy.
本机舱共有8个紧急出口，使用方法及位置均有标示，航程中不可任意出动。
This aircraft has 8 exits clearly marked with instructions. The exits should not be touched during flight.
逃生时务必脱掉高跟鞋，不要携带行李，依照指示灯光及空服员的指引，由离您最近的紧急出口离开。
During evacuation, remove high-heeled shoes, leave carry-on baggage behind, and follow the illuminated signs and cabin
Japan Air
instructions
802,
to your
taxi for
nearest
departure.
exit.
救生衣在您座位下或座位
Japan
旁。
802, runway 05 left taxi via Papa, November 1.
使用时，救生衣上的吹
Runway
管朝外，
05 left taxi
由
via
头上靠
Papa,
下，将
November
黑色
1,
腰带
Japan
拉
Air
至前方，
802.
扣好，拉紧。
Put the life vest over your head with the tube facing outward. Wrap the black straps to the front, fasten, and tighten.
离开紧急出口时，用力拉下红色拉环，即可充气。
Pull the red tab to inflate while leaving the emergency exit.
若无法自动充气，请吹前方管子。
For manual inflation, blow into the tube.
本班机全面禁烟，包含禁用电子烟。依法规定，不得毁损化妆室内的烟雾侦测器。
This is a not-smoking flight. Smoking and use of electronic cigarettes, tampering with or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors are prohibited by law.
现在，请您系妥安全带，竖直椅背，收好餐桌及脚踏板。
Please fasten your seatbelt. Return your seat back, seat table, and footrest to their original positions.
有关机上安全事项，请参阅安全须知卡。
Please refer to the safety instruction card for the detailed information.
祝您旅途愉快。
We wish you a pleasant journey.
贵宾，我们即将起飞，请确实系住您的安全带，谢谢。Hello everyone, we are ready for takeoff. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
Starwalker 802 Heavy. Ready to go, runway 05 right.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Taipei Tower, wind 310 degrees, 8 knots, runway 05 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 05 right, cleared for takeoff. Starwalker 802 Heavy.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, reset transponder. Squawk 3630.
Squawk 3630, Starwalker 802 Heavy.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Taipei departure 128.5.
Contact Taipei departure 128.5, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Taipei departure, Starwalker 802 Heavy, 2,400 feet.
SmartCat 231, cleared direct JME, cross JME at or above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 05 left.
Clear direct jam, cross jam at or above 4,000 feet, clear ILS runway 05 left, SmartCat 231.
Taipei departure, Starwalker 802 Heavy, through 3,600 feet for flight level 190 direct NEPAs.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Taipei departure, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Starwalker 802 Heavy.
Cathay 466 Heavy, 4 miles from Angle, turn left, heading 050, maintain 1,400 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 05 left.
Turn left, heading 050, 1,400 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 05 left, Cathay 466 Heavy.
Z466 Heavy, contact Taipei Tower 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.7, Cathay 466 Heavy.
Taipei departure, Cathay 005 Heavy, 10,100 feet. We have Juliet on board.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Taipei Control 124.6.
Center on 124.6, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Taipei Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Crossing flight level 166 for flight level 190 direct Robin.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Taipei Control, identified, climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Starwalker 802 Heavy.
Glory 9092, clear direct runway, cross runway at or above 3,200 feet, clear to Alice Zulu, runway 10.
Clear directly, crossly at or above 3,200 feet, clear at ILS Zulu runway 10, Glory 9092. Taipei Control, Dynasty 212, good day, flight level 146.
EVA 511, Taipei Control, expect embedded X-ray with the GLM 104 transition, runway 05.
Expect event 8 X-ray with the GLM 104 transition, runway 05, EVA 511.
Dynasty 212, Taipei Control, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 321.
Continue climb to flight level 321, Dynasty 212.
EVA 113 Heavy, contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5, EVA 113 Heavy.
EVA 8606, contact Songtong Tower 126.3.
Contact Tower 126.3, EVA 8606, bye-bye.
Dynasty 1265, contact Taipei Control 123.4.
Sano or 123.4, Dynasty 1265.
Vietnam 351, contact Taipei Control 133.1.
Contact Taipei Control 133.1, Vietnam 351.
Cathay 597 Heavy. Contact Taipei Control 133.1.
Channel 0133.1, Cathay 597 Heavy, bye-bye.
Glory 8721. Radar vectors. Runway 04. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, runway 04, ready for descent, Glory 8721.
Glory 8721. 丰宁机场 Airport landing runway 04.
Airport, landing runway 04, Glory 8721.
Dynasty 5872 Heavy. Descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Dynasty 5872 Heavy.
Dynasty 5872 Heavy. Contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5, Dynasty 5872 Heavy.
Japan 802. Contact Kobe Control 123.9. Have a good day.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9, Japan Air 802. Have a good day.
EVA 511. Contact Nanchang Control 120.5.
Channel 0120.5, EVA 511, have a good day.
Taipei Control, Mandarin 1264, flight level 145.
Mandarin 1264. Taipei Control. Radar contact.
Taipei Control, Jet 882. Good day, through 13,000 feet for flight level 160 direct byway.
Jet 882. Taipei Control. Identified. Climb to flight level 330.
Climb to flight level 330, Jet 882.
FedEx 6126 Heavy. Contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5, FedEx 6126 Heavy.
JX801. Contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5. Jeju Air 6101.
Glory 9092. Contact Songtong Tower 126.3.
Contact Tower 126.3, Glory 9092.
Glory 8956. Contact Xingji Yungang Tower 118.75.
Taipei Control, Smart Cat 288, flight level 309.
Smart Cat 28. Taipei Control. Identified. Dynasty 212. Holong 1 Echo with the Zhongli transition. Runway 10. Report ready for descent.
Holong 1 Echo with the Zhongli transition. Runway 10, ready for descent. Dynasty 212.
Dynasty 212. Descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Dynasty 212.
Dynasty 212. Descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Dynasty 212.
Mentari 394. Contact Taipei approach 128.5.
Contact Taipei approach 128.5, Mentari 394.
Hong Kong Shuttle 817. Contact Taipei Control 133.1. Bye-bye.
Channel 133.1. Hong Kong Channel 817. Have a good day.
Taipei Control, Dynasty 1265, descending via Tuban 1 Charlie, flight level 176.
Dynasty 1265. Taipei Control. Radar contact. Dynasty 212. Descend to 3,200 feet. QNH 1012.
Descend to 3,200 feet, QNH 1012, Dynasty 212.
Dynasty 212 QNH 1012. Expect the ILS Zulu runway 10 with the Zhongli transition.
QNH 1012, expect ILS Zulu runway 10 with the Zhongli transition, Dynasty 212.
Dynasty 212. Clear direct Zhongli. Call Zhongli at or above 3,200 feet. Clear the LS Zulu runway 10.
Clear directly, cross Zhongli at or above 3,200 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 10, Dynasty 212.
Bohemia 608. Contact Kobe Control 123.9.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9, Bohemia 608.
Glory 8721. Contact Taipei Control 133.1. Have a good day.
Channel 0133.1, Glory 8721.
Smart Jet 288, Taipei Control. Expect Velno South with the Vigor transition. Runway 36 left.
Expect Velno South with the 5G transition. Runway 36 left. Smart Jet 288.
Smart Jet 288, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9. Smart Jet 288.
Mandarin 1264, hold on 1 Echo with the Zhongli transition. Runway 10. Report ready for descent.
Hold on 1 Echo with the Zhongli transition. Runway 10, ready for descent. Mandarin 1264.
Mandarin 1264, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140. Mandarin 1264.
Mandarin 1264, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070. Mandarin 1264.
Greater Bay 320, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9, Greater Bay 320. Bye-bye.
Dynasty 1265, contact Taipei Control 123.4. Bye-bye.
Contact Taipei Control 123.4. Dynasty 1265.
Air Japan 12 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9er. Have a good day.
Channel on 123.9er. Air Japan 12 Heavy. Have a good day.
Mandarin 1264Q and H1012 expect the IL of Zulu runway 10 with the Zhongli transition.
Q and H1012 expect the ILS Zulu runway 10 with the Zhongli transition. Mandarin 1264.
Mandarin 1264, clear direct Zhongli. Call Zhongli at or above 3,200 feet. Clear the L of Zulu runway 10.
Clear directly, crossing the at or above 3,200 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 10. Mandarin 1264.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 123.9er.
Contact Kobe Control 123.9er. Starwalker 802 Heavy. Have a good day. Kobe Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Good day. Through flight level 351 for flight level 390 direct Mammoth.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Kobe Control, radar contact. Greater Bay 320, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Contact Kobe Control 119.3. Greater Bay 320. Bye-bye.
Air Japan 12 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Contact Kobe Control 119.3. Air Japan 12 Heavy, bye-bye.
Kobe Control, Hong Kong Channel 848, good day, flight level 317. Hong Kong Shuttle 848, Kobe Control, identified.
Kobe Control, Cathay 503 Heavy, good day, flight level 380.
Cathay 503 Heavy, Kobe Control, identified. Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Center on 119.3, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Kobe Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Flight level 390.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Kobe Control, radar contact.
Kobe Control, Hong Kong Shuttle 848, flight level 317.
Hong Kong Shuttle 848, Kobe Control, identified. Alhenia 608, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Channel on 132.3 or Hino 608. Have a good day.
Greater Bay 320. Contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Greater Bay 320. Have a good day.
Air Japan 12 Heavy. Contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Channel on 132.3, Air Japan 12 Heavy.
Japan Air 2084 Heavy. Contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Japan Air 2084 Heavy.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Contact Kobe Control 132.3, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Kobe Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy, flight level 390.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Kobe Control, identified. Hong Kong Shuttle 686, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Send 0132.6, Hong Kong Shuttle 686.
Skymark 382, Kobe Control, expect Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34.
Expect Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34, Skymark 382.
Japan Air 802, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Send on 132.6, Japan Air 802.
Kobe Control, Bohemia 614 Heavy, flight level 390.
Bohemia 614 Heavy, Kobe Control, radar contact. Alpha Wing 1867, Kobe Control, expect Ehea South with the SIFA transition, runway 36 left.
Expect IIR South with the SIFA transition, runway 36 left, Alpha Wing 1867.
Alpha Wing 1867, Ehea South with the SIFA transition, runway 36 left. Report ready for descent.
IIR South with the SIFA transition, runway 36 left, ready for descent, Alpha Wing 1867.
Alpha Wing 1867, descent to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Alpha Wing 1867.
Skymark 382, Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34. Report ready for descent.
Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34, ready for descent, Skymark 382.
Skymark 382, descent to 5,000 feet, QNH 1009er.
Descent to 5,000 feet, Skymark 382.
Skymark 382, contact Kagoshima approach 120.1.
Contact Kagoshima approach 120.1, Skymark 382.
Kobe Control, Hong Kong Shuttle 848, flight level 317.
Hong Kong Shuttle 848, Kobe Control, identified.
Kobe Control, Cool Red 188, flight level 330.
Cool Red 188, Kobe Control, radar contact.
Korean Air 185 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Channel 1119.3, Korean Air 185 Heavy.
Alpha Wing 1206, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Center on 132.6, Alpha Wing 1206.
Air Japan 12 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, have a good day.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, Air Japan 12 Heavy.
Kobe Control, JX802, good day, flight level 329.
EasterJet 882, Kobe Control, radar contact. Bauhinia 608, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6, have a good day.
Settle on 132.6, Bauhinia 608, have a good day.
Greater Bay 320, contact Fukuoka Control 132.6.
Channel on 132.6, Greater Bay 320, have a good day.
Japan Air 29 Heavy, contact Kobe Control 119.3.
Contact Kobe Control 119.3. Japan Air 29 Heavy, bye bye.
EtherJet 882, contact Incheon control 125.45.
Semo on 125.45. EtherJet 882. Have a good day.
Kobe control, Air Japan 834 heavy, flight level 349. Air Japan 834 heavy, Kobe control, identified.
Kobe control, JX802, flight level 340.
JX802, Kobe control, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, JX802.
Balhinia 614 heavy, contact Fukuoka control 132.6.
Contact Fukuoka control 132.6, Balhinia 614 heavy.
Kobe control, Simon Air 851, flight level 280.
Shaman Air 851, Kobe control, radar contact.
Kobe control, Dynasty 199, flight level 380.
Dynasty 199, Kobe control, identified.
Kobe control, Orange Liner 332, flight level 309.
Orange Liner 332, Kobe control, identified. Star Walker 802 heavy, contact Fukuoka control 132.6, bye-bye.
Contact Fukuoka control 132.6, Starwalker 802 heavy. Fukuoka Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Flight level 390.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. China Southern 3700, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, China Southern 3700. Fukuoka Control, Hong Kong Shuttle 848, flight level 317.
Hong Kong Shuttle 848, Fukuoka Control, radar contact.
Fukuoka Control, Japan Air 2084 Heavy, flight level 390.
Japan Air 2084 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. Shenzhen Air 655, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Send on 126.1, Shenzhen Air 655.
Alpha Wing 1267, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Send on 132.3, Alpha Wing 1267.
Japan Air 2434, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Send on 132.5, Japan Air 2434, have a good day.
Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha, Fukuoka Control, expect Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34.
Expect Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34, Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha.
Hong Kong Shuttle 686, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Channel on 126.1, Hong Kong Shuttle 686.
Japan Air 802, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, bye-bye.
Channel on 126.1, Japan Air 802.
Fukuoka Control, air pitch 293, flight level 320.
Air pitch 293, Fukuoka Control, identified. Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha, Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34. Report ready for descent.
Simas North with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34, ready for descent. Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha.
Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1009er.
Descend to 5,000 feet, Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha.
Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha, contact Kagoshima approach 120.1.
Contact Kagoshima approach 120.1, Juliet Alpha 11 Hotel Alpha.
Air Japan 12 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, have a good day.
Contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, Air Japan 12 Heavy, bye-bye.
Fukuoka Control, Philippine 412, good day, flight level 350.
Philippine 412, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. All All Nippon 1861, contact Kobe Control 132.3. Have a good day.
Seno on 132.3, all Nippon 1861, bye-bye.
Fukuoka Control, Air Japan 834 Heavy, flight level 350. Air Japan 834 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. Commuter 451, turn right, heading 240, vectors for airport.
Turn right, heading 240, commuter 451.
Commuter 451, descend to 5,000 feet.
Descend to 5,000 feet, commute 451.
Fukuoka Control, Call Red 188, flight level 330.
Cool Red 188, Fukuoka Control, identified. Greater Bay 320, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Channel 126.1, Gray Bay 320, have a good day.
Balhinia 608, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Senor 126.1, Balhinia 608. Have a good day.
Commuter 762, Fukuoka Control, expect Kinko with the Saiho transition, runway 34.
Expecting car with the zero transition, runway 34, Konu 762.
New Sky 126, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Seno on 132.5, no Sai 126.
Japan Air 2084 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5. Have a good day.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, Japan Air 2084 Heavy. Have a good day.
Commuter 762, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, commute 762.
Balhinia 614 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Contact Fukuoka Control 126.1, Balhinia 614 Heavy, bye-bye.
Alpha Wing 1207, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Sen on 132.3, Alpha Wing 1207.
Fukuoka Control, United 838, good day, flight level 350.
United 838, Fukuoka Control, radar contact.
Fukuoka Control, Air Japan 806 Heavy, flight level 370.
Air Japan 806 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. Commuter 451, expect radar vectors for RN AV runway 14.
Expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 14, commute 451.
J Ocean 4, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, bye-bye.
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, J Ocean 4.
Fukuoka Control, Simon at 851, good day, flight level 280.
Shaman Air 851, Fukuoka Control, identified. Nippon 304 Heavy. Contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Contact Tokyo Control 133.5, All Nippon 304 Heavy.
Commuter 451, Fukuoka Control. Expect radar vectors. RNAV runway 14.
Expect radar vectors. RNAV runway 14. Commuter 451.
Commuter 762, contact Kagoshima approach 120.1.
Contact Kagoshima approach 120.1, Commu 762.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5, bye-bye.
Center on 132.5. Starwalker 802 Heavy. Fukuoka Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Flight level 386.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. New Sky 126, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Channel on 133.5, Nose 126.
Japan Air 2084 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Settle on 133.5, Japan Air 2084 Heavy.
Bohemia 614 Heavy, Candy Alpha with the Berry transition, runway 06 right. Report ready for descent.
Candy Alpha with the Berry transition, runway 06 right, ready for descent, Bohemia 614 Heavy.
Bohemia 614 Heavy, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Bohemia 614 Heavy. Fukuoka Control, Hong Kong Shuttle 848, flight level 317.
Hong Kong Shuttle 848, Fukuoka Control, radar contact.
Fukuoka Control, Philippine 412, flight level 350.
Philippine 412, Fukuoka Control, identified. Ocean 4, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Contact Tokyo Control 133.5, J Ocean 4.
Greater Bay 320, contact Tokyo Control 133.5, bye-bye.
Center on 133.5, Greater Bay 320, have a good day.
Bohemia 608, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5, Bohemia 608.
Stall. 500, 400, 300, 200.
beyond ATC connected.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, radio check.
Orange Liner 624, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Channel on 132.5, Orange Liner 624.
Fukuoka Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Flight level 390.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, radar contact. Commuter 725, contact Kobe Control 132.3.
Channel on 132.3, commute 725.
Fukuoka Control, Japan Air 8663 Heavy, good day, flight level 400.
Japan Air 8663 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. Convoy 7654, contact Fukuoka Control 126.1.
Passenger on 126.1, Convoy 7654.
Commuter 780, sim as north with the Kagoshima transition, runway 34. Report ready for descent.
Simas north with the Tpe-Nrt transition, runway 34, ready for descent. Commute 780.
Commuter 780, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH1009er.
Descend to 4,000 feet, commute 780.
Commuter 780, contact Kagoshima approach 120.1.
Contact Kagoshima approach 120.1, commute 780.
Commuter 800, contact Kagoshima approach 120.1.
Contact Kagoshima approach 120.1, commute 800.
EVA 184 heavy, contact Fukuoka control 126.1.
Channel on 126.1, EVA 184 heavy.
Air Peach 194, contact Fukuoka control 132.5.
Channel on 132.5, Air Peach 194.
Skymark 381, Fukuoka control, expect Kana south with the Sukhum transition, runway 03.
Expect Kana south with the Sukhum transition, runway 03, Skymark 381.
New Sky 116, contact Fukuoka control 132.5, bye-bye.
Channel on 132.5, New Sky 116, bye-bye.
Juliet Alpha 77 Mike Golf, Mueller with the Mueller transition, runway 09er. Report ready for descent.
Mueller with the Mueller transition, runway 09er, ready for descent. Juliet Alpha 77 Mike Golf.
Juliet Alpha 77 Mike Golf, descend to 5,200 feet, QNH1010.
Descend to 5,200 feet, Juliet Alpha 77 Mike Golf.
Juliet Alpha 77 Mike Golf QNH1010, expect the RNAV X-ray runway 09er with the Mueller transition.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Control 132.5.
Center on 132.5. Starwalker 802 Heavy. Fukuoka Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Flight level 390.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Fukuoka Control, identified. Starwalker 802 Heavy, contact Tokyo Control 133.5.
Center on 133.5. Starwalker 802 Heavy. Tokyo Control, Starwalker 802 Heavy. Flight level 390.
Starwalker 802 Heavy, Tokyo Control, radar contact.